What up, y'all? Maybe I am tired. Thank you for coming back to the Revelations of a Ranting Sheep. I'm your girl, Lahoma, and you have your boy, Tiba.
Yeah, doing it. What's up?
Back again because he craving. What we doing today? What we tasting today?
Couple of things. Couple of hot stuff.
So, I don't know if you guys know about the HotOnes. What is it called? It's just called HotOnes, I think.
HotOnes.
They have these chicken nuggets that came out, and I wanted to try them. So we have the the classic hot sauce. Wait, the classic hot sauce. Please hold. Then we have the Los Calientes. What is it? Verde hot sauce. So green hot sauce.
That one's gonna be a problem.
Nah, the real problem is this little baby over here, and some spilled out, and it was still strong as heck. This is Los Calientes Barbacoa. This thing had me coughing, all right, just by the smell of it.
Like, me clearing my throat right now.
It's crazy. So we're gonna so one of them, each bag has approximately 15 nuggets. One of them had one extra, so I just kept it to the side. This is not gonna be like, we just eat, like, I'm just hungry and I wanted to taste it and I wanted to eat while today's person that I'll be talking about. But I left one so that we could taste what the chicken actually tastes like. These chicken nuggets are thick, okay? They're mad thick. All of them look this thick, like it's the size of my eye, okay?
With this hot sauce too, oh man. Oh, this is the mild one. Okay, I'm looking.
I don't usually smell my food, but this smell like it rank. You like it?
Mm-hmm.
It tastes like kids stuff.
It's like white meat, white chicken, white meat.
I like white meat, and I mean, it's not bad. It's salty, right?
A little bit, not too much.
I
like it.
So the classic is mild, and then the barbacoa and the verde is medium. But I honestly feel like this verde, let me act like I'm from somewhere. I feel like it's definitely gonna be a problem. So, all right, let's start to taste, and then I'll get into the topic.
Wait a minute now. Right.
I'm gonna just continue eating the one that I like the most.
I'm ready. You ready?
I'm ready. This is mild though.
Wow.
Oh nah, that hits already hit when I just put my tongue on it.
Damn.
Nah.
This is mild? Okay.
Yeah, my mom could have never handled this. It's nice though. I like it.
It's calm, but
yeah.
The other two, if this is mild, then
and it has like a sweetness to it. I like that. All right, pass that over here. I like that.
I'm gonna turn that up by myself.
All right. It's like a sweetness to it, right?
Right, tangy, sweet.
All right.
It's like hot wings. Tastes more like hot wings. How they make some hot wings with the celery and everything.
Ew, you like celery?
Yeah, what's wrong with that? With some blue cheese?
Ooh, not blue cheese.
Or ranch?
Uh-uh.
Y'all don't like celery and ranch blue cheese?
All right.
That's not. I do.
I don't like blue cheese.
Love blue cheese.
Okay, going into.
Oh.
So I really wish that they would have done more of the because they only have these out. I don't think they have more than these out.
Yeah.
I really wish they would have done like the bomb. Come on, son.
The bomb, like that. You talking about that sauce?
Yeah, the one that people really be like, oh, heck nah. I recently watched Cool J's episode. That joint had me dead.
Oh, that's what he had?
Yo, he had me dead. Ugh, okay.
Ready? we and chicken.
Okay,
nah.
wait.
All right. No, we scared. Do it.
Ooh, the smell of it.
Yeah. It's funny how it's just good.
Chill, because I know people be like, oh yeah, and then it'd be like, boom.
Yeah, let me slow down first because I'm like, hold up. That's why I have to pause real quick. I'm like, let me see something. No, it's good.
No, it's good.
I think it's more mild than the mild.
Right. I agree. I agree. But birthday usually is though.
Birthday.
Say birthday.
Birthday.
Not Italian.
Oh, yeah, that was Italian.
The more you add it though, the hotter it gets.
Yeah, because I kind of just made up my face just now. I'm like,
but I like it.
This I will say this is mild. That one, this is more mild than mild. What you say? Verde.
Oh.
Did I say that right?
Verde.
Verde. Or it's sneaking up on you a little bit.
Yeah.
It's still calm.
But it's still calm.
I like
so I like it, right.
Yeah.
I like spicy stuff too. So this would be like perfect for me. Like, you know, because I don't like stuff to be too spicy, because then I like to taste the flavors.
Like habanero spicy. Like I like that type of spice, but
so far, which one do you like best?
This tastes the best right now.
Really?
Yeah.
I like it. Here, you can keep that one. All right. I'm honestly scared about this one, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
Ah, man.
And I love, so the bag is like resealable, and I'm like,
why?
Who the heck gonna just make, because the bag, you know, it doesn't come coated. Like they just give you this bag to coat the 15 nuggets, and it's like, who gonna just use a little bit of sauce? What happens if you use all the sauce? Like
everything gotta go in there.
Everything gotta go.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right, let's go.
Let's try. Get ready to cry.
Okay, nah.
Tears about to fall out your eye. With the smell of it, that thing had us coughing.
No, it did have me coughing heavy. Okay. I think I need to drink something first.
Nah, you just gotta do it. It ain't nothing to it but to do it.
All right. Oh, it was lime.
I mean, the spiciest one is the mild one.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
I think we need more hot sauce.
Oh, no.
It's getting crazy.
Yeah.
Let me try the whole thing.
It almost went down the wrong pipe. It's a good medium. These two are definitely mild. This is a good medium. I don't really like this one that much.
It kind of tastes like
which I don't typically like barbacoa anyway. The flavors that go into barbacoa is, yeah. Ooh, but this will go good with that noodle. Just dash some noodle in.
Dicing up a little bit. What is it called again? Japanese noodles.
It's Korean, actually.
Korean?
Listen, I said I wasn't gonna buy the rest if more come, but now I've changed my mind. Now I feel like I have to. Actually, I want the hot sauces. Like, I want the hot sauce. You want this one? You look like you're extending for that one. You feel it though, right?
A little bit.
So, okay. I like the classic hot. I really like
That's
the
the hottest one.
sweetness. It's not the hottest one.
These two? Mm-hmm.
This is the hottest one?
Mm-hmm.
I think you confused.
Mm-hmm.
We tasted this one 1st.
Mm-hmm.
And you said that one was hotter.
That's hotter. The mild is hot. It says mild heat. That's not my heat.
Pass that one.
Yep.
I don't know what you're talking about. Matter of fact, let me put some in this plate. I like this one.
Eat one whole one. You're gonna see. No, it's good. I'm just saying that's the hottest one. I can taste that thing, but it's not habanero sauce hot. Let me tell you that.
One.
It's calm. It's very calm.
2, 3, 4. So today I'm talking about the infamous high school sweetheart.
Oh.
Tiba not gonna have much to say. What you doing? You gonna keep all the chicken?
I mean, if you don't want it.
First of all, what you not gonna do?
It's time to get hot in here. I ain't gonna lie.
Is it?
I ain't gonna lie.
You are lightweight.
No.
I must be a glutton for pain because I really want to try the bomb. And I hope they come out with it. But also I just need to invest in the in just buying the hot sauces. Okay, so these are so big though. They're too big to just be like, oh, got me choking. You see how fresh you are?
I didn't even think that.
I really don't like the chicken.
The chicken ain't bad at all.
Maybe because it's cold. They cool off really quickly.
Could be. You gotta eat it like fresh out, I guess.
I like that sauce though. That's a nice sauce.
Yeah, all the sauce, well, especially this one. This one tastes the verde.
Verde. Verde. Say Vanessa.
Oh, like Vanessa, like verde.
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 Mm-hmm.
Spanish lesson for everybody, you know. Espanol.
Something about this tastes like rancid.
It's probably the sauce.
Ooh, that's hot.
I told you. That's the hot one.
Ooh. It sneaks up on you. Ooh.
Look at the packs. There's a reason why that pack is red. It's just enough.
But how you gonna call something mild?
They're trying to trick you.
But it tastes funky. I like the first taste, but the second taste is not so good.
It's chicken. It's chicken.
Nah, this is not good chicken. I'm sorry, y'all. The hot sauce is good, but the chicken is not good. I don't like it.
I think, yeah, you just gotta eat it when it's like fresh out.
But I'm bougie too when it comes to meat. Like,
I feel the pepper.
I don't be eating chicken like that.
Yeah, the pepper is not too crazy, but
Smell it. It smells rancid. It smells like the chicken doodle on itself.
You ever smell live chicken? You know what they smell like? Oh
God, geez, I can't.
Yeah.
I think my taste is, I'm done.
You smelled live chicken before? That thing stank.
Oh no.
Drink up.
Yeah, I'm done. You can have them.
You don't got some fuck. By the way, this one is more.
Oh, yeah. That's good. I'm having iced tea. Well, we're both having iced tea, but mine has my goody goodies, essential oils. It has lemon and tangerine. Tangerine is my new favorite. Yeah, I can't with that chicken. That chicken is that
Those really supposed to be like nuggets?
You know what it is? They didn't rub it with lime to get that. You have to rub the chicken with lime when you cleaning it, right? To get that nastiness off, that stink off. They don't do that.
Well, I mean,
which is why I don't make
you know why. Mass production.
Child. This is why I don't make chicken wings, because when I make chicken wings, it takes me a long time because I'm not playing. I'm cleaning every single chicken wing. I don't want to see hair on not one chicken wing. And I also don't eat skin. So I have to take off as much skin off the chicken wing as possible.
That's like the best part. She don't like skin.
When I made you, so I was thinking about that time. This might be a second random video again.
Hey, why not?
So I remember I was thinking, because we was talking about me coming over to the house for your birthday. We was trying to figure out like what birthday it was, and I said you was turning 19, but then I'm like, turning 19, I'm not gonna turn up for nobody turning 19. You had to been either turning 20 or 21. But I honestly don't remember it being 21.
Not 21.
So it was 20. Or was it 18? Were you still in high school?
18? No, my birthday is March. So definitely out of high school by then.
Okay, so you was turning 20.
Yeah. With 20? 2010.
It was 20.
Yeah, I turned 20 in 2010.
So
I don't know.
I asked this man if he wanted a birthday cake or if he wanted chicken wings. And he was like, chicken wings. Like, no contest, just chicken wings. Yep, that right there. So I was like, okay. So I bought 2 bags of chicken wings, I think. And child, I don't know why I did that mess. That thing took me and I remember, I don't know if you remember, but I remember saying to you, like, to myself and to you, like, I am never going to do this again. And on everything, that was the last time I made chicken wings. It exhausted me all the way to 2023.
Damn.
I spent so much time making him. It was a big tray of chicken wings. It was a big tray, and it was from like a little recipe. I still have the recipe in my recipe book. You have to make your own special sauce and stuff. The sauce is really good. And I'm there cleaning all these chickens, wings, and frying them up, and then dashing them in the oven, then making the sauce, putting the sauce in. Oh Lord. But it was worth it. Everybody enjoyed it. Y'all was downstairs smoking, and then they came back up and killed them chicken wings.
All that is starting to come back to
we
me
literally
now.
Sung happy birthday. So somebody had bought you a cake, probably your sister. And we literally sung happy birthday over, there was candles both in the cake and in the chicken wings.
Oh yeah, that was definitely some high stuff right there. That's some good sour, yeah. It started to come back to me. The more you talk about it, I'm like, wait a minute, I almost forgot about that. All right.
This is hitting so good.
Wait, let me get some more of that.
Nah, yours is not hitting. Could never. It don't have the special essential oils. He chose not to go with the essential oils, as if they don't be helping him.
Like, why not essential oils this time?
Listen, this is gonna be, I already decided in my mind that it's gonna be a two-parter. So as you already could guess, I did not put out a video last week. And that's mostly because I put on the list that it was supposed to be a guest, but I never got a guest. I ain't gonna blow nobody up, but I'll just say I didn't have a guest.
Should blow their ass up.
So
No, I'm joking.
So you could continue eating.
No. Not right now.
Why?
I'm taking it in right now.
Taking what in?
Matter of fact, let me get one of those over there.
Which
Let
one?
me get one of them hot ones over there. Yeah, what's that? Okay.
So I'm like, oh, my high school sweetheart is on the list today. Well, this is probably most likely gonna be a two-parter.
Oh.
And Tiba not gonna have much to say because he just saw the boy around. But since I'm not gonna have you here for the next part, I do want to mention that I think it's funny how when we were talking about relationships, and I was like, yeah, I used to go out with this person, and you was like, wait, what? Oh, I didn't know that. And you legit was like, oh yeah, he used to sell drugs. And I'm like, what? And you was like dead set, like, no, I saw the way he dressed, like he was fly and stuff, like he definitely was selling drugs.
That wasn't drugs, but I don't know why people call that drugs.
Weed is not drugs?
Weed is not drugs. Weed is natural.
Isn't tobacco natural?
Yeah, tobacco is not a drug. It's what they put in there, the chemicals. That's what make it like a drug.
Isn't shrooms natural?
Yeah, that's not a drug either. It's a fungus. Natural. I mean, I don't do shrooms. I would never do that.
I would.
I'm good on that.
I love mushrooms. So why wouldn't I do shrooms?
Because those shrooms is different. You hallucinate and stuff. Like I've seen people do it.
I don't think that
it's something you do when you close to home. Don't do it when you out.
So
if you ever do that, anybody. Because
in the book that I've constantly bring up that we're reading, The Body Keeps the Score, the last chapter that we read spoke about scientists using things like drugs like shrooms to help their patients through their psychosis. And of course, they don't condone people buying their own drugs on the outside, because scientists, through their many experiments, would know the perfect amount of dosage to give a patient in order to help them in whichever way they help them. Because I can't remember if they really went through the details of how they did it. But when I read that, I was like, oh, they using these type of things to help people through mental health. I think that's amazing. Why shouldn't I sign up? And their studies show that it actually helped, because so they had a group who got the drugs. I'm not sure if it was shrooms, but it was some sort of drug that has you hallucinate or whatever, or it takes you to a state of whatever. And then they gave sugar pills to the other. And the study showed that those who got the drug are doing way better even years later in comparison to those who got the sugar pills. Isn't that impressive to you?
Yeah, because
Impressive enough to have shrooms?
um not impressive enough to have shrooms, but what they call it, like psychedelic, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said that wrong.
Oh my
Like
goodness.
psychedelic.
It may have been ecstasy.
Oh,
Wait, was it? I can't remember.
or
I don't want to like what you call it, but
acid
it
or
was
something.
definitely one of them party rave stuff.
That sound like X.
You ever been to a rave?
You could say a Caribbean rave.
Don't count.
we call it pets.
So yeah, you would definitely like, oh yeah, that boy was doing his thing. He was hustling. And I was like, no, he was not. Because if I ever found out that he was doing some nonsense like that, it would have been over. And I don't think it was hard to find out stuff from him.
He was hustling, but like the hard drugs, I don't know about
But you
that
don't
stuff.
even
Like,
know him. So how can you say that?
I see.
Tell me what you saw, like the details of what you saw, besides him wearing clothes, because he's a teenager, he has parents. So for me to hear like, oh, he's wearing these Jordans and that, it's like, to me, that's not impressive because parents do that today.
Nah, it wasn't just that. It's certain people. I know a lot of people that was like young. He's in high school. They did what they did. They to just make their bread. Make their money. So they hustle. So
But what about him? You were like, oh yeah, that boy.
you can see it. He's a hustler. He was hustling.
And then I mentioned, okay, so let me go to the beginning. I met this young man in the 10th grade. That's when he came. So he used to go to Fall Rockaway High School because that's where he's from. He got kicked out and ended up in our high school in the 10th grade. And not an ugly person to me. In fact, he had amazing teeth. He still has amazing teeth. Like, I loved his teeth so much. I love people with great teeth. Like, is that weird?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's somebody with a nice smile. That definitely.
I didn't say nice smile. I said he had great teeth.
If you got nice teeth, you definitely gonna have a nice smile.
Not necessarily. Right. It wasn't this. So, because I feel like there's times where I'm just like, oh, you have a nice smile. But then there's times where it's like, oh man, your teeth are so nice. He had like chiclet teeth kind of. But it was like his teeth are so great. And I don't went blank.
Thinking about them teeth.
I'm not. I'm not. You know what's so funny? What I'm actually thinking about, and it's because we was in Green Acres, is why I'm thinking about it. When I turned 18, him and my friend at the time from high school, we all went to Green Acres to go to a movie and go to a movie and eat dinner.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot they used to have a movie theater over there.
Oh, they don't have it no more. I didn't even notice.
Yeah, no, they closed. I remember. Yeah, they closed it down.
So what was there?
Some years ago. I forgot what they put. I don't know if they put something there again. We didn't even go past it. We went there. Yeah,
so
I didn't see.
We went to dinner and a movie. Him and my friend and I. And I had to buy their movie tickets. We went to see The Hill Has Eyes.
Oh yeah,
it's my movie right there. It was, I was the only one who was 18, so I had to buy their ticket for them. The woman wasn't gonna let them in. But it was the part when we went to dinner. I believe we went to Red Lobster. Was it Red Lobster?
Yeah, I think it's
It
still
was
over there.
definitely, it is that
Red
over
Lobster.
there. We went to Red Lobster. We ordered our food. We eating whatever. The waitress, it was a black girl. I won't forget her face. A little shady. So she was like, at some point throughout the dinner, she was like, "Oh, is that your boyfriend?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Oh, he has nice teeth." And I looked at him and I was like, "Thank you." And then I was like, "We can have the check now." So she brings the check, and I pay for him and myself. My friend pays for herself. And then this woman, literally, this young girl, because I'm sure she was
Like a teenager too.
right, like probably, I don't know, at most 22 years old or something.
But she was young. So
Young. So she owed us, she definitely needed to bring back change. I think she kept about maybe less than $20. I want to say it was maybe like 15 or $16.
wait, like as like this is y'all tip to her kind of thing, or
No, it wasn't tip. It was like, you know, we giving you this money, we want our change back, and then we was gonna put down a tip. But this woman literally took the money and did not come back, and we just sitting there talking, enjoying, laughing, and I'm like, where is she? Shorty was not coming back. And I'm just like, say less. And I'm like, let's go.
let's go. What?
Yo,
I've been turning up in there like, yo, where's my change at?
smell of that chicken.
Oh shoot, my bad. You don't like him?
It doesn't bother you for real?
No, I taste mostly the sauce.
Lele. HotOnes, y'all gotta do better. I don't know what ranch, what village, what garbage truck. I don't know where y'all found this chicken, but bruh, it is stinky.
Right, fresh chicken, live chicken.
That ain't no fresh chicken.
Right, dice it up. I just gotta heat it up. I'll put it over there. Put it in the kitchen.
Child.
The sauce make it taste better, you know.
Anyways, so yeah, that's what I was actually thinking about. I wasn't thinking about his teeth. I was thinking about that situation that happened at Red Lobster.
You what? That's crazy. You should have got crazy. Like, yo, where that girl go?
It was my birthday.
So you probably was like,
I was like, she could have it because I was gonna give her way more. You see, that's where people make a mistake.
wow.
I figured in her mind, she probably figured like, oh, these are teenagers. You know, they probably not gonna want to tip at all. So let me just keep this. And I'm just like, all right, you can keep it. Because it's your loss.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
And you played yourself. And that's what ends up happening a lot. Like people think that, oh, you know, let me just, you don't know what that person gonna do.
Try to get over, take advantage, stuff like that.
Anywho, so the boy had great teeth, and the way we connected was that we was in history class. Miss Geis Is that her name? I feel like every time I talk about Miss Geist with Kahawia, it's like, oh, that's not even her name. Um,
It is Miss Geist.
it is, right?
It was her and Miss Horowitz. They taught like social studies. And
Horowitz. Wasn't Horowitz art?
no, she was the one with the glasses. She did social.
Who was art then? It don't matter. So yeah, we was in history class, and do I want to say that? Is that even important to this?
You were saying how y'all.
I am gonna say it because I think
Yeah.
it is important because it happened before. So he was going out with 2 girls at the time, and
Damn. Player.
from the Himalaya. So he asked
Yeah.
my friend. He asked Vanessa.
Vanessa, yeah.
He asked Vanessa to first of all, pimple coming out of my face is the chicken, you know. What the heck? Look.
That's barely there.
What?
You can barely see that. That ain't even really.
Oh, but you could feel it. Feel it.
It's like
Hell no. Anyways,
a little bit of your oils.
you're right.
Clear it up, you know. She got like magic oils and stuff. I don't know.
I'm
It
sorry.
works.
This iced tea is hitting so good.
I think that's what's making you. It gotta be the sugar. That's it. Gotta be the sugar.
I'm gonna focus. Y'all like my nails, by the way? Ooh, it's my first time doing red, and I love it.
Yeah, looking like a real Latina. Yeah.
Anyways, I'm Selena. so he went to this girl, to my friend, and asked her to please break up with, was it both of them or one of them? I can't quite remember. I want to say it was just one of them. And the situation was that this was before there was any kind of interest or anything between us.
Chemistry.
This was because, well, this is what I found out later on, actually. We never really knew what was happening, or at least I don't remember knowing. And it wasn't even him that told me. It was my friend who was like, oh, yeah. I was about to say his name. Oh, yeah. He came up to me and asked me to please break up with so-and-so for him. And I was like, what? What kind of douchebag stuff is this? Like, you whack. But anyways, eventually when we started talking, he told me like, oh yeah, nah, she had to go. Like, she was suicidal heavy. Like, she used to tell me some dark stuff. And I was like, but you could look at Shorty and see that something was.
What's that? What was that show called again?
Fear Factor.
No. For people, like people who had like an ex and it was like crazy or whatever.
Cheaters.
No, not cheaters. I can't remember the name right now. It's like
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
No, what the fuck? Something is right there.
Place.
No, it's right here. It's here. It's here.
90210.
Are you for real? Yo.
Young and the Restless.
What's next? General Hospital?
What are you talking about? I'm trying to help you.
It's something like a Fear Factor, but not Fear Factor.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
It's called Sister.
Ooh.
No, that's not what it's called.
Oh.
Shit, they're throwing out 90s shows, sitcoms and stuff. What is it called?
You said it's something like Fear Factor.
Tactical something. It's when people had a crazy ex or something that probably tried to kill them or something like that.
What channel was this on?
What is it called? And it's not a 90s thing. It didn't come out in the 90s.
What channel was it on?
I can't remember.
What can you remember?
My head is everywhere right now. I think it's the chicken. But
Yo, that chicken is frowsy.
yeah, too frowsy. But
Now you saying yeah? Why are you agreeing with me now? Either you like it or you don't.
No, I like the sauce and stuff, like
What you gonna eat it with?
Some bread or something. Verde.
Ooh.
Now, let me not do the Italian thing. This is Latin thing.
How do you even say green in Italian?
I don't know.
Anyways, what is it called?
Something suicidal thoughts.
Anyways,
it's gonna come to me.
So that's why he wanted Nessa to do it, because according to him, he was scared that if he did it, she would actually do it. Which I'm just like, wait. He's like, no, like the woman's touch. Like, I think it's better for another girl to do it for me, because I was just too scared that if I did it on my own, that she would that would push her over the edge and she would actually commit suicide. I felt like it was a load of crap, but
that was just her way of keeping him, because she chick that do that's a clean girl, so she had to go. He's right. That's a red flag. Watch out for those.
Yeah, so then he stayed with the other one, but not for very long either. Nonetheless, how him and I started. Well, we were in class. Everybody's coming in, waiting for the teacher to start. And he says he was saying something, and I am who I am. And I used to say mad stuff in high school. Like I used to, and I was mad insecure. Like I had all types of issues when it came to mental health. Like I had a lot of issues, but nobody would ever know, because the way I would talk,
I had to look at you real quick just now, like insecure when?
I would talk like I am just the salt of the earth. And so he said something and I was like, shut up, you know you like me. Who told me to say that? He's like, what? What you just said? What you mean? What you talking about? And I'm just like, okay, relax.
Like damn, she on to me now. Oh,
and I didn't
play it off.
And I didn't even mean anything by it whatsoever. I literally just talking mess. Just talking mess. I used to say that to people all the time. You know you like me. And that's it, and keep it moving. And then, but he took it so serious that I later, like the bell rings, the teacher's ready to teach. He's now sending a letter. You saw my nails though? You see that though?
Yo. I just remember it's called Fatal Attraction. I told you he was gonna hit me. Fatal Attraction. That's what it's called. My bad. Go ahead. Fatal Attraction. That's the show.
That was a movie.
No, Fatal Attraction. It was a show. It was definitely a show, and they were showing. Yeah. But yeah, go ahead.
There's now a letter coming down, and the letter was like, what you mean I like you? What you talking about? Or something like that. And I was like, I turned around because I was sitting in the front, and I turned around like, are you serious? Get a life. No, this is me. Are you serious? Get a life. He was like, no. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Now he's like, damn, she on to me now? Shit.
I wrote, I was just playing. It is not that serious. Wrap up, send back. The paper going back, and he wrote back, he was like, nah, there has to be a reason why you said that.
He's right. It had to be a reason. You probably said it subconsciously, but it was something deep down inside why you said it.
Yeah, a load of doo-doo. That's what was deep down inside of me.
That sounds crazy, but all right, okay.
Like,
nah.
I had literally no eyes for him. None. You're short, you're stumpy, and the only good thing about you is these great teeth. You smoke. I could tell you smoke, even though he lied to me for a very long time. And, it was just like, I mean, get over yourself. I was just smacking my mouth, my lips. Okay, it ain't that big of a deal. But the boy took that opportunity to now pursue me, and I'm like, don't you go out with so and so? Like, what's with you? Get out of here. He was like, no, I'm actually like gonna break up with her, whatever. And I was like, well, listen, technically I'm in a relationship, so there's nothing here. So at that time, I was going out with the very first person that I spoke of in this season, the one who disappeared for months at a time.
It's crazy.
So I was going out with him. And even though at that point, he was already like MIA for a while, I could have surely like pursued or engaged this boy at the time, but I was just like, also, and I'm still that way. I'm just
faithful.
Yeah, just on some stupidness. And I was just like, I don't know if like really what's going on with him. And if he really has a really great excuse, I don't want to be like that girl. So what he earned he earned all the points, because what he did was like, okay. And he was just my friend. He literally genuinely would just be on the phone with me and got to know me for 6 months. Was it 6 months? Yeah, I think it was about 6 months. And he didn't rush me. He didn't do none of that. He was just calling me, talking to me, and we would have great conversations. We got to know each other during those 6 months. And I'm just like, wow.
You feeling me for real now? Maybe see, that's why, because he was feeling a little like, how she know? I kind of.
But how do I even know? You just came to the school. I don't even know you.
Hey, I guess by you even saying that, he probably was like, she is kind of cute.
That's probably what it was. That's probably what it was.
You got him on your body after that. He just like.
So, anyways, after a while, the old dude hit me up, and you guys already know the story. I completely was like, deuces, I'm done with you. You coming over here as if nothing happened, like as if you didn't just disappear for like 3 to 5 months or something like that. I'm sorry, I keep spitting.
That's crazy. 3 to 5 months.
Yeah, he disappeared for a minute. So, so once that happened, I let him know, like, yo, you would not believe who called me. And we didn't necessarily rush into it, but it did happen. Like, it progressed after that, where we became a couple. And I mean, it was what it was. It wasn't that much of a big deal. But I remember when because I told you a bunch of us had to do summer school, leaving 10th, going into 11th.
Yeah.
A bunch of us had to take like the science and English or English regions. And he was there. I was there. A bunch of our friends was there. It was just that summer was a mess, a real mess. We ended up arguing about nonsense, and we broke up. He stole, and I have to say he stole, right? This belt that was so expensive. Kahawia would not allow me to live down this belt. It was It was a bet. Back then those buckle belts were mad popular. We used to have these buckle belts.
You talking about the ones that you press the button and then
it lit up and stuff. So
yeah.
I don't think I had the scrolly one, but mine's only like had a light around it. It didn't have like the scrolly stuff. And I paid about, I want to say $80 for that. And Kaharia was like, "You paid how much for that?" She lost her cookies. Okay. She was like, "Absolutely not." She was like, "That belt better take me to school.
Save your life or something."
Right.
Superpowers.
She was like, "Oh no." So, which was funny, like that, she could not stop talking about that belt for years and years and years. And this man has this belt and I can't get my belt back. And I'm just like, bro, like that belt cost me a lot of money. It wasn't my mom's money, so I wasn't worried about my mom asking me where this belt is at that point. Or was it my mom's mom? I think I was babysitting at the time. When did that boy born? I think he was born.
You did say you used to babysit. It could have
been
what you earned, whatever, but
2006. Oh, he was born in 2006? No, that don't sound right. Because I was,
baby?
Yeah, it was a baby. I started taking care of him at like 3 months.
That's crazy.
So it wasn't at that time because that would be so I started taking care of him in junior year. So where did I get that money from? That means my mom did buy that belt for me. And here I am. Maybe it was like from a birthday gift. Like, you get birthday money.
Something.
It must have been that. And I used my money to get this belt. I love that belt so much. And this boy is like, "Oh, I can't get it back. It's stuck in a car. The car was taken to the junkyard. This, that, and the third is underneath the seat." And I and my friend at the time, we fought so hard and to try to get this boy to give me back this belt. And the belt is gone forever. Gone forever. Never saw my belt again. And anyways, we shall move on.
Should have been like, "You gotta buy me another one."
We broke up. And that's when I started going out with, did I talk about the second person that I spoke about together with that same dude? So I started going out with that one dude. And as y'all know, that ended up being a whole joke with a whole situation. And then we got back together again. So his relationship and I, we broke up quite a few times and got back together. It was a constant break up and make up, break up and make up, break up and make up. And we were together for a total of 3 years, maybe in some days, but a total of 3 years, just breaking up and making up. He was the only guy that I dated that my mom did not like. She liked the dude from junior high school, both of the dudes from junior high school. She liked, actually, she never met him. Who did she meet? Oh, she met the one that was a joke, and she didn't mind him either.
That's crazy. A joke relationship?
Yeah, because people be playing with my feelings.
Oh, you mean like that? I thought you meant like, oh, we just gonna.
Not on my part, no.
Oh, I thought you meant like, like a prank type thing.
Yeah, I was the prank.
Oh, damn.
It's fucked up. Exactly. And that, anyways. And yeah, and everybody after that she liked, but she did not like this boy. I don't even know what it is. I think maybe it was his posture in saying that. Let me sit up. I think it was his like posture. Like he had a very kind of like
slouching.
Yeah, but posture means a lot. And so I will call it like an insecure posture. Like it just looked like he was insecure. Why I keep spitting?
It's the chicken.
Is this juicy juice is what it is.
Need some juice.
He had this really bad posture, and I think it's because he was
insecure.
I was about to say insecure
Oh,
or something like that.
That's a new word.
I think it's because he was insecure about his titties.
Yo. Oh shit. I mean, he was a big dude.
He had breasts, and I know he was insecure about it because I used to make fun of him, and not fun of him like that, but I used to like grab him, and he hated that.
I'm like, what were you doing?
He hated that, and I'm just like, what's the problem? Like,
I'm like, what you mean? What's the problem? Grabbing my chest like I got boobs or something. Got man
like,
boobs, but you don't got to put it out there. Like,
we have boobs together. Like, if it was really that big of a deal to me, I obviously would not be with him. And I think that's the point that I was trying to make. But you know, when you insecure, that stuff don't register in that way.
Yeah.
So, anyways, ooh, interesting.
Thought about something else?
No, I didn't think of anything else. I actually want to wrap it up. And there's so much to really say.
Like a Christmas gift, wrap it up.
Like my issue with him smoking, my issue with him doing illegal activity with his friends, and it was really more his friends, and he was just part of the crew. And so he got locked up several times because he was associated with the person that the cops are picking up.
Yeah.
You know, it was never because of him, so he never actually done real time. You know, but even
because they say, you know, birds of a feather. So
absolutely.
You know, the cops is gonna, oh, you with them? Oh yeah, he just like them instantly.
Like there was a time that he got locked up because a dude was trying to steal a TV. They were both high at Best Buy, trying to steal a TV, and obviously there's cameras everywhere. And it got picked up on the camera. They go to court. And when he calls me to tell me about it, I think he had to do community service or something. I can't remember. But when he called me to tell me about it, he's like, oh, and the judge, I can't really remember verbatim, but like he was like, oh, and the judge asked us, why do we do it? Or something like
TV.
Or something like that.
That's probably why they did
it. And they just looked at each other and started laughing. I'm like, you started laughing in front of the judge's face? He's like, yeah, yo, mad funny. You should have been dead. And I'm just like, I'm better than this. What am I doing going out with this? My mom is right. Like, we grew up in the hood, but like, you know, there's people in the hood, in the hood who are. You know, there's people in the hood who are like how we always say, Bughetto.
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 I thought it's Bughetto.
No, Bughetto. My mom used to say stuff like that too.
So, you know, like that's how we were. Like we were in the hood, but we had like a nice china closet that none of us could touch. You know, we had
all the glass and all that stuff.
Yes, we had nice china. We had crystal. What do you call it? What is that company that sells the crystals? It's not them. Swarovski, if I'm pronouncing it right. Swarovski has been around for years, and my mom had a lot of their crystal animals.
I think it was called Swarovski.
And man, like we had a nice book collection. We had so many records. Like we had a lot of nice stuff.
A lot of interesting
for people who lived in the ghetto. So, you know, I didn't really grow up around, I grew up in the ghetto, but I didn't, like, that wasn't the energy in the home. My mom was very much about class and being proper and having etiquette. And, you know, we know how to eat with like knife and fork and the proper spoons and all of that.
Place on the table when you go out to eat.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and she got that from my great grandmother. My great grandmother was very much like, we don't even call her great grandmother. Our name for her was Glam Mother. So,
Glam?
Like glamorous grandmother, Glam Mother.
Grandmother.
And so to now be dating this person who is just constantly
just doing hood crazy things. Was just
hood stuff,
hood rat stuff with my friends. I just want to do some hood rat stuff with my friends.
It drove me nuts. Now, you know, to add to that, he's an insecure person. At the time, I'm not really sure the vibes now, really. He allowed his friends to get in his head and basically be like, what? How you got her? She pretty. She probably cheating on you. And they used to tell him that all the time. And I remember him calling me once like, yo, you cheating on me? And I'm like, what? Crazy. Mind you, these are grown men who are already out of high school, telling this young boy like, nah, she pretty. Like, nah, you ain't worth that. Like, I don't know how you got her. She probably cheating on you.
That's some play hating shit right there.
Yo, and this boy literally will call me and be like, oh, you cheating on me? Because, yeah, my boys told me that you cheat. And I'm like, I don't even know none of your friends.
Yo.
Are you serious?
Like, no, I don't know. They just put it in my head. I don't know.
And
could never be my people. It's not my circle.
I was like, you need to stop talking to them. And he would just constantly have this bad, like, energy. And I used to tell him all the time, eventually in our relationship, I used to tell him all the time, like, bruh.
Yeah, better circle.
You gon' like, all this negativity that you be throwing into the relationship, one day I'm really gonna disappear. Like, one day I'm really not gonna be here. Because you keep speaking it. Like, you keep speaking it into existence. And one day it's gonna really happen. And
that's the kind of stuff that push anybody away. If somebody keep accusing you of something, you just like,
keep accusing me.
I'm chilling. I'm just being faithful.
And then he wasn't even like, listen, this relationship, even though there was a lot of bad or negative energy that was in it, there was a lot of good. Like, the friendship that he gave me in the beginning meant so much to me. And we had this connection where we could, like, just looking at each other, could finish each of the sentences. It was freaky. Like, we bonded that much. And also because, you know, he like, he's Guyanese, and I believe they used to live with their grandmother and stuff. So we had this thing of, like, obviously having the old school terms and while we spoke, and sometimes it would slip out. And the fact that I didn't have to explain what the thing was, he just knew what I was talking about. Like, stuff like that was just special. And, like, he was just my home away from home, because I had my conflict with my mom going on. And I was just like, he would just constantly be somebody who I just talked to and escape with when I just needed to escape from the arguments with my mom and stuff like that. But then on the other hand, there were things like him not wanting to go to prom with me. He only went to prom with me. At this point, we're already in the relationship for 2 years, over 2 years. His mom, because so his mom was like, oh, I haven't heard you, say anything to me. Like, this is what he's telling me. He's like, oh yeah, my mom came up to me and was like, oh, I haven't heard you say anything about prom. Cynthia not going to prom? And he's like, yeah, she going. And she's like, well, why didn't you say anything to me? He's like, because I'm not going. And she was like, what you mean you not going? You absolutely are going. And so now he has to call me and be like, oh, my mom is forcing me to go to prom. And I was like, man, like, he really did not want to go to prom with me.
Probably didn't like that kind of stuff.
But you jealous though. You a jealous type of dude. Like, he was so jealous.
That was weird. Like,
but you don't mind your girl going to prom by herself? What kind of fake, like, what kind of turn off, turn on jealousy is this? And so he had to get, I had to give him my shawl so that he could give it to his mom. Me and his mom, we weren't buddy, but we had like an understanding because she was also in Aries. She's born, I think March, either 12th or 15th, something like that.
It can't be.
I mean, not March, April.
Oh yes, I'm like, that's my season.
So anywhere between like the 12th and the 17th, that's when she was born. So
she's an April Aries.
Yeah, she's an Aries. We had this unspoken bond between us where like we would tag team him. Like if he was at my crib, and he left, and she would call. He hated it.
I'd be like, nah.
And she would call like, "Is Matthew still there, Cynthia?" And I'm like, "No. What you mean? He not at the house yet?" She's like, "No." I'm like, "He left over an hour ago." I'm like, and he's not answering his phone. He's like, I'm like, I'm gonna call him right now. And I will call him and he will answer the phone. I'm like, why are you not answering your mother's phone calls? He's like, how you know my mom trying to call me? I'm like, cause she called me. He was like, and what you told her? I was like, I told her that you left here hours ago. Why'd you tell her that for? And I'm like, because why aren't you home? You're supposed to be headed home. And we used to just tag team because we're trying to keep him out of trouble. And this boy just hard-headed. She was the one, like, he wouldn't remember my birthdays. So all the gifts that it wasn't all the gifts. It was only one gift. It was just a really nice gift. I remember him asking me like, oh, what do you like? Like, do you like perfume, purse, whatever? And I'm like, oh, I like purses. And he's like, oh, what's your favorite brand? And at the time, I was so into QVC. Like, I've been an old lady for a long time. And don't start with me.
I ain't gonna say anything.
And there was this bag designer at the time by the name of Kathy Van Zeelen. I used to love Kathy Van Zeelen stuff. And I was like, oh, I really like Kathy Van Zeelen. They sell her stuff. And he's like, where you can find that? I'm like, well, I buy her stuff on QVC. But it just so happened that I didn't know, but she had some stuff at Macy's. And that was for my 17th birthday. And she had bought balloons with that purse. It was this purse. I don't have it anymore. But it was so nice. Like, I was like, tell your mom I said thank you. And he was like, what? What do you want to tell my mom for? I'm like, because I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid.
Damn, why you couldn't just give him like, thank you?
Yeah, I did.
Like to him, not.
I said, tell your mom. I said, thank you.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
Like, how dare you? You don't even remember my birthday. Your mom had to be on top of you to remember my birthday. Your mom had to be on top of you to come to prom with me. Like, are you stupid? So I love his mom. So last week I spoke about, or 2 weeks ago rather, I spoke about how much I loved my ex's best friend and sister, older sister. with my high school sweetheart, I loved his mom. Like, just like the unspoken bond that was there between the Aries energy. Like, we was just like, no. And she's actually still like that. So this man, you know, I tried to give him a chance again after years of, like, he's been trying to get me back for years and years. And I'm just like, nope, nope, nope. I broke up with him in 2008. It was actually it was a sad thing. But after 3 years of being with this person, I just felt like this entire house was on my shoulders. Like, it just felt so heavy. I felt so stifled. And I just had to break up with him. And I remember breaking up with him and feeling like I could finally breathe again.
What's that song? Breathe Again. Who's that? Tony Braxton. Breathe Again.
I don't know.
You know that song? What?
I probably do.
I know, because my mom she had the album, so I used to hear it all the
time. He wasn't feeling it, but also he was so used to the pattern of making up and breaking up and making up and breaking up.
That's annoying.
That when I broke up with him, he honestly didn't, he was just shocked, but also he wasn't too like,
probably was on some, I kind of saw it coming.
But no, he was on some, all right, we're gonna just get back together again.
Oh.
Type energy, which I don't blame him, right? Because that's what he's used to. But like, he didn't know that I was actually very serious. And so when he realized, that put me into a deep depression, because I not only, so I was in college at the time, freshman year of college, and not only was I stressed out by school, but I was stressed out by him. So now I broke up with him, so I no longer have him, somebody that I cared about very deeply. And then also my supposed best friend at the time, she did some shady stuff that that made me realize, like, I can't talk to you because I can't trust you. You know what I mean? So I was very depressed because the two people that I counted on when I was stressed out with my relationship with my mom are now no longer in my life. And all of this was just so much that I ended up dropping out of school. And it was just, 2008 was just such a depressing time for me. We have pictures of this. At this point, I was trying to hook you up with an acquaintance of mine.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
And we decided to go to
City.
Yeah, to Rockefeller Center to see this was in November, to see the lighting of the Christmas tree. And honestly, I only went because I was trying to make her feel better and just be like a little bit of a buffer for him and her. But like, I was depressed. Like, I was not happy with life whatsoever. But luckily, because I have the type of personality that I don't like people, even though I'm sad, like, I don't like seeing people sad around me. And so in trying to help this girl at the time gain back her joy and happiness, it actually low-key helped me to gain back my own joy and happiness. But man, I wanted to touch on something. So I'm going to continue this conversation next week. So just stay tuned for part 2. Go out and try these hot one wings and let me know in the comment section what you think, which one is your favorite from the what is it? The classic hot sauce, which I started out liking, the chicken tooth frowsy, the barbacoa.
They don't know what frowsy means. Frowsy is like, it ran to the stink. That's what frowsy means.
Stinky, yeah.
It's stingy, tink. That's how Jamaicans say it, tink.
Right. Las calientes barbacoa y las calientes verdes. Or verde, not verdes. Add an S's where it don't belong. Oh, los calientes, my bad. Los calientes verdes y los calientes barbacoa. I said verdes again. Anyways, go ahead and go check that out. I would personally suggest you get the hot sauce. Pero if you don't mind frowsy chicken, then by all means eat their
Yo,
chicken. Or if you were like, I don't mind spending money and wasting food, then you can just get the chicken and take out the hot sauce packet and do your own little chicken situation on the side. Get some
chop it up.
get some dry, what would that called? Plain chicken from like
And make your own fried chicken and take the sauce and you
from
just
Pizza Hut. I really like Pizza Hut's chicken bites. I don't think it's called chicken bites. I think it's called boneless wings. Theirs is really, really good.
I don't think I had the
but you get plain wings from anywhere and then just use their hot sauce. I think you will be more than happy with that. Because these joints right here,
the ingredients in it.
I cannot smell it. It is making me nauseous. So I'm done. Oh, how much was they? I think they were like 7 and change.
Like 7 each.
Definitely less than $10 a bag. So they're pretty decently priced for 15 nuggets. I think that's pretty decent.
And these nuggets, these look more like chicken balls. They don't even look like nuggets.
They're boulders. Yeah. So they're big also. So like, oh gosh.
The sauce smell good.
Anyways, y'all.
I'm about to make a fill up.
I'm gonna see y'all next week for part 2. Or maybe not even next week, maybe sooner than that. All right.
So then later.
Have a great weekend. Deuces.
Peace.